Hello guys, this is Virender Singh and welcome back at Mastercam multi-axis tutorials and toolpath. So this is our Mastercam multi-axis another one video, and in this video we will discuss about that how we can create a pocketing toolpath or a roughing toolpath with the help of Mastercam multi-axis. So in this video we will learn about that how we can create a roughing toolpath or rough passes when we required for a multi-axis part, when we required a 4 axis or a 5 axis. So this is now we are starting to cut that part. This is the first simulation how this part is going to be cutting like that, and after that I will show you each and every single parameter of this beautiful toolpath which is mostly using for the roughing purpose. I would like to tell you for all of you guys, if you are not much aware with the multi-axis, in a multi-axis mostly we are trying to make a roughing passes with the help of 3+2, and after that for the finishing we are using simultaneous cutting. But this toolpath is using for the roughing purpose is also for the simultaneously, where we toolies and workpiece both consistently movement is available with this one. So as you can see, this is with the simulation video, it is cutting in a dynamic form, and this is a very good toolpath for the cutting or for the roughing purpose on a multi-axis. So you will learn each and every single parameter, how we can create tool, how we can do all these things. So this is my last pass on this, but last pass for that one model. So this is 4 axis, I mounted on a 4 axis machine, and it's cutting the last and final passes. It's a full cutting in a form of a dynamic, where use with the help of a fluid cut. So as you can see here, this is my part and it's make the mostly part, and now I would like to show you and came to the part. So basically this is my part, and with the help of a multi-axis toolpath we create our toolpath and show you the simulations. And now I would like to show you how this is happening, how this part have to be cut in a perfect and a proper format. So for creating a toolpath, I just delete everything which is available right at here. So click on this, fataka futa, delete all these things, and now we are starting to create the toolpath from the very basic and the beginning. So for creating a toolpath on a Mastercam multi-axis, first we have to came on a mill and multi-axis. Here are all the multi-axis toolpath. We have to click on right at here, and this is available in application toolpath from the Mastercam 2023. All toolpaths are now together. So for example, we are using this one, the pocketing toolpath. First we have to click on a pocketing. Once we click on a pocketing, there is one window is blinking right at here. First thing that we have to define or select the tool. So for at here we have to select the tool, defining the flat end mill which diameter is 6 mm, you can choose as per your requirement. When we are doing these kind of roughing, so make sure we have to define the stock value or a raw material. So for defining the stock model or raw material, we have to came in stock, turn on this stock, defining the job setup or a raw material, click on this. This is come at the level, and this is my raw material, select the entire raw material, just click on this, okay. And after that there are some parameters are available, like as some important parameters are like as stock adjustment. This is we will learn in the future. If when required we can expand and shrink our stock as per the need. After that, collision control, which we already know about, that we can choose the collision control for the shoulder, for the sang, for the holder, all these things we have to control the collision if there is any collision. So what we can do, or tool Mastercam will detect, okay, this is the collision, and toolpath will be not created at here. After that, now we have to came on the one of the most important parameter of each toolpath or toolpath head. This is called cut parameter. In a cut parameter we have to define the most of the parameter. When we are talking about the pocketing toolpath, it's a totally different as compared to any other toolpath. So in a cut parameter, first we have to define the machining geometry. In a machining geometry, what is the machining geometry? I came to the level, turn on this geometry or a machining model, defining the all surfaces which we want to the machining for this one. So these are the all surfaces which we want to machining. I just choose all these and just say end selection. After that we have to defining the floor. Where is my floor? So its floor means this is my floor. I just define this right at here, the floor surface. And after that, if you want some stock on a machining geometry as well as the floor, you can define right at here. After that, we have to came the multiple types of method we can use. We can defining with the help of pocketing roughing. We can use the floor finishing and we can do the wall finishing. But this is mostly we are using for the roughing purpose only. If required the finishing, we can use any other Mastercam multi-axis toolpath, which is much better as compared to the roughing for the finishing purpose. After that, in a strategy, we can choose the multiple type of strategy. First is offset from the floor, offset from the cell, and offset a morph between cell and the floor. Mostly we have to choose the offset from the floor. The how my tool have to be cut, then in the dynamic format or in offset, we have to choose the dynamic. The cutting method, one way or zigzag, and the direction of cutting, clamp or conventional. After that, in a machining portion, how it should be cut in a levels or region. Levels or region, it means if we have the two pockets at a time. Level means each area it will be cut the same, and region means first it will cut the one pocket and after that it moves to the next. After that, if we require to make some rest roughing kind of passes, so you can add the rest roughing kind of passes when you click. So if something is add on, you can defining the previous tool diameter and some add parameters, and you can add the rest rough. You can add the containment portion. Containment portion, as you all know, if we require to be create the containment portion, create the tool path on a particular area, so we can defining with the help of this. And after that, we have to came the step down, how much the depth of cut for the particular tool path. So for example, I just defined the depth of cut is 4 mm, and here you can define the step over value for this particular tool path. For example, this is just I want to show you the simulation and how the tool path is created. You can choose the exact value when you are creating on a particular machine. And as here for now, when you are creating a first tool path on a multi-axis, always defining the tolerance value in higher, so your tool processing time should be reduced automatically. So these are the all parameter which we have to choose the cut pattern. In the next step, we have to came on a depth step. Nothing you have to defining. Tool axis control, there is nothing is available for the roughing purpose. If we go for the finishing, tool axis control will be automatically on. In a collision control, we can defining the collision, how much we have to define the distance for the holder, for the shank, and for the shoulder. So this is my, as you can see here, this is my holder, this is my shank, and this is my shoulder. After that, we have to came on the linking. Linking is totally different for the pocketing, but we don't have to require to make some major changes. The major changes are like at here. For example, first I have to click on OK, and after that we will discuss some remaining parameters or some important parameters also. So I just say OK, my tool path is processing. It have to be calculated from with the help of the multiple things. As now, as you can see here, my tool path is created, but it's cutting at the outer portion also from the pocket, because it's my raw material is still here. So what we have to do, we have to defining the particularly containment boundary. And after that, the second thing is my tool is coming from much upper side. This is entry from this, the distance is much higher, so we have to control the both of these things. So for controlling of both those things, we have to came again in a parameter. First, we have to control the outer portion with the help of the containment. Just define this containment and just say OK. So now look at this, what is happening when we are defining the containment. Our tool path is going to be controlled with the help of a 3D particular perfect area, and it's controlled perfectly. After that, in the next step, what we have to do, we have to controlling the entry portion or entry motion. This thing we can controlling right from here. This is the entry feed rate, that is we starting from the 10 mm, we can reduce it with the 2 mm, and exit feed rate also with the 2 mm. And just say OK. When we are controlling both of these, as you can see from the right view, this is we can controlling with the help of this. After that, if we want to talk about some other and important parameters, we have to add on the linking. Some parameters are also similar as previous. In a roughing, there are some things are add on in a roughing. The first is approach move. It means how tool have to be entered. There are the multiple 3 views. You can use the automatic, you can use the line, or you can use the helix. Automatic is the best method to enter a tool path, and these are the parameter we can Mastercam automatically choose as per the tool. If you want to make some changes, you can do, and in advanced there is not more changes required. In a utility, we will learn in the further also. So here are all the things, all the parameters on a Mastercam multi-axis toolpath. And now if you want to see this toolpath in a particularly properly in a simulation, now I would like to show you. So the starting that we are show in a 3D simulation, and now as you can see, this is my 2D simulation. So I hope you get understand each and every single parameter of the Mastercam multi-axis pocketing toolpath which we are using for the roughing purpose. In a further videos we will also learn the remaining toolpaths. So keep learning and keep growing, keep connected with us for the more videos. And if you want to practice on these particular models, go and please join our Mastercam multi-axis channel, where you can get access for the all model files which we are created on these videos. So thank you so much. Be connected the more videos.